Once there was a small community church in Willow Creek, a quiet countryside town in America, where people gathered every Sunday under the open sky. There was no roof above the courtyard, just the sun in summer and rain during the monsoon. Still, people came faithfully, standing through heat and weather just to hear the word of God. Then, one Sunday, the pastor stood before the congregation and made an important announcement. "Brothers and sisters," he said, "as you all know, our courtyard becomes unbearably hot during summer, and when it rains, it's almost impossible for us to gather and worship in peace. We need to build a simple shade or awning to protect everyone. The estimated cost is around $5,000, so I humbly ask, if you are able, please consider contributing a little extra next Sunday to help make this possible." After the service, people went home. Later that week, as the church doors were open for a smaller evening gathering, a humble-looking man and his wife approached the deacon. The man wore simple, worn clothes and had a bandana tied around his head. "Excuse me," he asked the deacon. "Is the pastor here?" The deacon, perhaps judging by their appearance, seemed a bit dismissive. "Are you here asking for help?" "No, sir," the man replied. "We've come to see the pastor." "He's busy right now," the deacon said curtly. But the man persisted. "Please, the pastor mentioned needing $5,000 for a covering in the courtyard. We've brought it with us." The deacon was taken aback. This simply dressed man was claiming to have such a large sum? He quickly went to fetch the pastor. The pastor came to the door and greeted the couple warmly. He too was surprised by their appearance. "Sir," he asked gently, "where did you manage to get this money?" The man replied, "From our home, pastor. You see our clothes, and we may not look wealthy, but we work hard. We collect recyclable materials, cans, bottles, things like that. My wife and I have been saving for a long time. We don't have a proper house. We live in a small shed near the train tracks. We were saving to build a home for ourselves," he continued. "But last Sunday, listening to your sermon and thinking about everyone having to stand in the hot sun, we talked about it. My wife said that we've managed in our little shed for this long. We can manage a little longer, but it's important that everyone has a comfortable place to gather. So we wanted to give this money for the shade." The pastor was deeply moved. "Sir," he said, "we can't just accept this large amount from you directly. We need to inform the church council, the treasurer, the members." Soon, many people from the community had gathered. When they heard the story, that this humble couple who collected recyclables had single-handedly offered $5,000, they were ashamed. "It's embarrassing," one of the wealthier members said. "Here we are with our comfortable homes and businesses, and this hard-working man is showing us such generosity." The pastor turned to the couple. "Please," he said, "keep your money. You deserve to build your home." But the man was firm. "No, pastor, we've made up our minds. Please accept it." The pastor finally agreed. "All right," he said. "Please have a seat." Then the community members started talking amongst themselves. "How much can you contribute?" one asked. "I can give 200, another replied. "I can do 300, said someone else. The contributions kept coming in, and soon, the community had collectively raised $50,000. The pastor then turned to the humble man. "You brought $5,000 for the shade," he said. He took the money. "And the community has also raised some amount of dollars." He then handed the newly collected $50,000 back to the man. "We have accepted your generous contribution for the shade, and now please accept this money from the community so you can build your home." Moral of the story: when you give with a pure heart, expecting nothing in return, God gives back more than you ever imagined. True richness isn't found in how much you keep, but in how much you care. A selfish mind will always feel poor, no matter how much it has, because it's focused only on itself. But when you think beyond yourself, when you care about others, uplift your community, help the poor, and serve a greater purpose, you are never truly poor. Because God doesn't bless the hand that clutches. He blesses the hand that gives. If you believe that true wealth comes from giving and caring for others, then comment, "God bless the givers," and share this story with your friends.